And then whatever the market platform is, we probably have a case study with them. So we're not here to just bullshit you or try to make money from you. I want to provide some value and give some insights, especially Black Friday week. This is massive. So for any e-com owner out there, this week, I mean, it's the time. If you're going to do anything, now's the time to do something.
Colin. These are the options. Used to be employed. These are the options. I gotta make it to make it. I gotta make it to make it.
All right, guys, on this episode, it is going to be a little bit different than how we normally do our episodes for Colin with Colin. And we're looking at actually pivoting this show to more of a, instead of just a Q&A, it's more of a candid conversation that I can have either with guests or with Jeff and I, as well as like emailing in questions, something that we commonly get asked, current situations from all kind of just life in general. So with that being said, guys, today is the week of Black Friday. And so Black Friday is coming up in a few days. And it's the biggest sales holiday that there is in the entire year. Like, this is it. Black Friday, Cyber Monday. I don't even know why they call it Black Friday, do you?
Actually, I was reading into the history of Black Friday, and it started back in the 60s. From what I remember, or from what I read, it's something along the lines of people started shopping during that specific time period, which is this week, and it caused these traffic jams. And then cops use this term as, oh, it's Black Friday again. And then it's slowly evolved into an actual, now it's kind of like a holiday within the holiday. So, but yeah.
That's what we're going to be talking about on today's episode, which is monetizing the biggest sales holiday week of the entire year and what you're probably not doing. I know I speak to a lot of entrepreneurs, and I've never met one personally that does this same strategy. So high level, and then Jeff, he's got a few questions that I don't even know the formatting of. But for context, guys, email marketing is one of the lowest hanging fruit for any business. So when you look at, we said this in the military, you can add to it, you can't take away. I'm not here to take away from your current marketing strategies and the conditions behind the way you're acquiring customers or your retention side. What I do want to go over is essentially like how you can leverage the same customer information every single year, creating segmented audiences, segmented flows, and instead of sending out basic, boring campaigns like most people do, we can create segmented audiences based on the behavior of what they did. So did they purchase? Did they not purchase? How long ago was it when they purchased? Are they opening their emails? Because at the end of the day, if they don't open their email, what's the point of sending it to them? So knowing the strategy before, and it's almost too late. It's not too late right now, like as we're filming, but guys, like taking action on this is going to be critical. And something that once you do once and you build this out, you'll be able to take this framework, and it's a 5-step method, it's actually kind of, I broke it down Barney style. I've got a course, millionairecreator.com. I'll go over that here in a few minutes. And guys, this is kind of key insights. I'm not here to sell you on something. I do want to let you know that we do have it available for you, and it's basically a done for you type virtual training guide where we go step by step by step and show you how to set everything up and how to monetize it using the same flow sequence, same audiences, because it's constantly populating based on the consumer's behavior, which makes it 100 times easier. So guys, this is what we're going to be going over on today's episode. Very unique, it's different, and you get a taste of it for free. All we ask is this one simple thing. Share this episode if you get value. If you don't get value from this, one, you're probably not an entrepreneur. You should probably just turn this episode off. It's going to be boring for you. And if you are an entrepreneur and you don't get value from this, then you're a liar. I'm just going to say that. Because I've spoke with a lot of entrepreneurs We got our own mastermind, high level. It's $1 million minimum that you have to do in gross revenue just to be a part of it. So, this is going to be one of those shows that's going to be very insightful. Do me that solid, guys. Like, share this episode. That's it. That's all I ask. Jeff, you want to kick it off?
Yeah. So, okay, let's start off with, which is, you kind of spoke about it right now. Is it too late to prepare for Black Friday, the week of Black Friday?
I would say yes. We've been preparing for Black Friday since June, July. I mean, it's one of those things, and if you have a small condensed team, your product line's not too large, like there's so many anomalies. And the reason why I say it's too late is because the way that we're going to go over, especially I break it down in this Email Master Holiday course, is nurturing your past consumers, whether they purchased or didn't purchase. What I want to do is look at things from an objective. My objective for this, leading up to Black Friday, is not necessarily to get them to purchase. Of course, if they purchase, that's great. But nurturing them to get them to make an open email. And then once they open, did they click, right? So think about that framework on the objectives and understand what is the purpose behind this email. Because when we create these segmented flows, they're based on the consumer's behavior. So if they're opening their email and they placed an order within 90 days, they're going to go through a different series of flows, email flows, than someone that didn't open their email, even if they purchased within 90 days. So they're going to be completely different. And this is like a game changer when it comes to, maybe you're stuck at that, hey, I can't get above $5 million in annual revenue. Doing something like this, or I can't get above $1 million, it's all the same in relative speaking. So I would say for your question, and specifically around the week of Black Friday, is it too late? I would say yes. But there's no better time to start than literally as soon as you get done watching this episode, get to work.
Get to work, yeah. Because obviously there's still time, and obviously like everything that you do this Black Friday will prepare you for the next Black Friday. So even if you feel like you're kind of late or you weren't prepared enough, setting yourself up this Black Friday for next Black Friday is actually a win.
Yeah.
So one of the things I learned from you is being very strategic and not only mapping it out, but kind of from the products all the way to the actual copy and the offers. Yeah. They're all kind of coordinated to make sure that when you do arrive to Black Friday week, you've optimized the customer experience to make sure that they're warmed up enough to make a purchase. You're top of mind when they're going to buy a gift. You're top of mind. Yes. And that's one of the things I really enjoyed about when I first started learning from you. This is about 2 years ago. And leads me to the second question, which is somebody that is new to the e-commerce game, me 2 years ago, they don't, like, I used to use MailChimp.
Okay.
You introduced me to Klaviyo.
Yeah.
Why Klaviyo?
Well, everybody's kind of got a preferred preference. Klaviyo has a deep, rich editor with Shopify. So, we utilize Shopify at scale. They have so many hundreds of attributes. Even if the customer doesn't input their gender, it has predictive behaviors, and it's going to let you know. Like, there's so many, and there's layers on layers on layers of what you can do with Klaviyo. We don't have, actually they don't even offer affiliate partnerships for influencers, only like ad agencies, which we're not one. But I would say if you have Shopify, Klaviyo is, it's hands down the best platform that I know of in existence for email marketing. Love what they're doing. And they have brand new features that just came out a few weeks ago that are sick. Like, it allows you to, basically, you can have templates that are images and then overlay images with dynamic profile properties. So if you wanted to have a Christmas gift and then put someone's name on it and say to, first name, then all you have to do is you could save that exact same property and then append it to other emails that move forward. So then if you're not sending that email out to someone that placed an order within 90 days and they've clicked and they've, all of these other things, you can now save this entire block with additional features. And that's the beautiful thing of Klaviyo. But I can't speak bad about MailChimp because I haven't used them, so yeah. I'm not sure. I just know from an e-commerce standpoint, Klaviyo with Shopify has an incredible integration system. And a lot of the integrations of my other platforms, PostScript on SMS, which, by the way, if you want the best SMS carrier, I've got a very solid relationship with them, with PostScript. Let us know. Shoot me a DM. Just comment the word like PostScript or SMS, one of the two. And get in touch with us. I can get you a free trial link and also get you connected with some of their top senior level management to get you onboarded and kind of a VIP rollout. For context, guys, I do get an affiliate percentage from this. But the beautiful thing is it's more than if you were to go to their website. It is a VIP rollout. I'll just put it that way. But SMS, easy integration with Klaviyo. So then as people are opening and the conditions behind the email, it correlates back with SMS. Same with like our pop-up banners. Just Uno, that's another great one. If you're interested in that platform, we can hook you up as well. So Just Uno, we use that, and we've got a case study with them. If you Google like Redline Steel, Just Uno, or we got case studies with Facebook, Google, Yapo, just Google basically Redline Steel, and then whatever the market platform is, we probably have a case study with them. So we're not here to just bullshit you or try to make money from you. I want to provide some value and give some insights, especially Black Friday week. This is massive. So for any e-com owner out there, this week, I mean, it's the time. If you're going to do anything, now's the time to do something.
All right, so let's get a little bit technical here. So if somebody has an e-commerce store right now, they want to start integrating Klaviyo, or they maybe already have it set up, what would be a flow for, let's say, they could set up for maybe the...
I'll give you like the top 7 flows. Does that work for you?
No, let's just do one. Let's start with one.
Yeah. Okay, that's boring.
Let's target people that have already purchased from them.
Okay. All right. Too easy. So one of the lowest hanging fruits in the email from someone that purchased, that's what he said, is based on when they purchase, send them an upsell immediately. Your conversion rates are going to be through the roof. So they're already in a purchase behavior mindset. Like we know that you have their attention. The open rates are going to be substantially higher. Your click-through rates are going to be a lot higher. You can create an entire flow sequence based on those that have placed an order equals 1, and then create additional filters. So let's say you've got a low ticket item and a mid ticket item, and you want to offer those that spent a little bit more money, hey, here's $20 off this entire collection. Add this to your order and we'll waive the shipping cost, plus you can use the $20 store credit. Thinking of a strategy like that could absolutely move the needle. As things like market penetrations becoming more challenging, CPMs across all platforms are getting higher. It's important to stretch your average order values even higher. And it's also an added benefit to the consumer. Like we know for a fact, as soon as they place an order, if you send an email out, they're consciously waiting for confirmation emails. So think about it from the consumer's mindset. And if you write it as if you're an actual person and not a business necessarily, this one, for instance, would be first purchase, immediate upsell. So they place an order once, they go through this flow. We could do it as a repeat, so second purchase. So the conditioned audience would be those that have placed an order equals 2, and this is a very important one. and they have not went through that flow where email equals 1 immediate upsell within the last, I'd say 7 days. Because if they place their first order, they get that post-purchase upsell. Then if they place another order because of that flow, you don't want them to go through a separate flow. So offense plus defense. Does that make sense?
That makes sense, yes.
Okay, perfect. So I would say that is the lowest hanging fruit. For instance, we have a micro course, and super cheap, it's like $250. And we generated over $100,000. You took the course.
Yeah, I took the course.
Next level. Like 100 grand in generated revenue, 73% open rates. Insane. Madness. That's a flow that you could every e-com store should implement. We have it for first, second, and third. Like the second email could be coming from you as the business owner, or even a customer service manager, whoever you want to be kind of forward facing, and just let them know. Speak from the heart. Hey, first name, thank you so much for your repeat business. I can't wait to work on your order. By the way, to show my support for you, I would love to extend and waive the shipping cost to this collection. And here's a $20 off code to use within this X collection. You got to think from a business owner side. We're going to look at it from a consumer side and a business side. Consumer side or business side, you can waive the cost of shipping and just merge the orders together. There's apps that you can use. One in Shopify is called Order Merger, and there's another one that we use that's called Order Tagger. So that way, when somebody places an order, and you can create these automation rules for tags, those that place an order twice within a 72-hour period, put this tag where it says combined shipping. So then your customer service team, if you want to do it manually, could do it that way, or you can create automation rules to auto merge for you, and it's hands off. But from a consumer standpoint, think about like how many businesses actually reach out to you. Think about this. You place an order online. I'm sure if you're watching this show, you place an order online somewhere. How many times do you get an email from a business owner that actually thanks you for your business? Seriously. Doesn't happen often. Doesn't happen often. It happens. I would encourage you to do it. But even and sell without selling, right? Like provide value, thank them, show gratitude. Worst case scenario, they just placed an order. Amazing. If they place another one, freaking even more amazing. So you can't lose. But that's a flow that every business owner should have. We have it personally for first purchase, immediate upsell, second, and third. Once they get past third, they'll go into a separate series flow for customer ascension journey, which is like our elite group, where customers have placed in 5 or more orders since February 26th, 2020, when we launched the platform, and they receive a care package. And so we just nurture them. And so we keep showing them like, hey, if you spend $70 more, we're going to give you all this stuff for free, $175 value. So don't be afraid to provide value and to give. And a lot of times people need that nudge. They need that challenge of saying, oh, wow, all I got to do is spend $70 and I get $175 worth of all this stuff. Awesome. Yeah. That's a hell of a deal.
That's a hell of a deal.
I'll take it. Right? So strategy is huge. First, second, third, and then a customer ascension journey. That's why I'm like, man, you want 7 flows? You want 20?
Yeah, no,
I have hundreds.
I want to simplify it because when you take the course, it's a lot easier to follow. But if in this case, it could be complicated because it's very technical. Yeah. But just so you guys know, even though Redline's a big company, Colin actually does 99% of the email flows by himself. Now we have Caleb helping you out.
Yeah.
But it's not. You shouldn't be intimidated by if you don't have a big team. If you're a solopreneur, you have your own Shopify store by yourself. This is going to help you out. It's not going to be where you need a whole team behind you and stuff like that. You could do it by yourself. So,
well, let me just add this: like, the beautiful thing about this entire thing is the automation behind it, and you can make money while you sleep, because most businesses focus solely on campaigns. Campaigns are one and done. So if you are a solo entrepreneur, like most people, and they don't have a massive team, this is even better for you because you can set it up and back populate the entire flow sequence and make money. And it's the best rate of return. How much money are you spending on email marketing? I mean, it's not even a penny per cent. Like it's 1/10 of a cent. It's super cheap. Now, obviously, the biggest challenge for most people is going to be inboxing and deliverability. So you have to find some type of cadence. You also don't want to overdo it either. Now, you can overdo it a lot more on SMS, and it's one of those personal touch points. Incredible open rates. Obviously, deliverability isn't much of an issue. Making sure that you're compliant. Last thing you want to do, you could lose your entire everything if you're incompliant with TCPA with the text message side. But lowest hanging fruit, and this for entrepreneurs that don't have a massive team, like Jeff said, I build out all of these. Now I'm passionate about it. I love it. I'm a nerd when it comes to that. It's nice to know that as we're filming right now, we're making thousands of dollars and emails are going out based on the consumer's behavior. That's next level. Yeah. And it doesn't require a big team. Mm-hmm. And so we break it down Barney style for you, like literally step by step. This is how. And more than that, this is why.
This is why.
You need to understand and comprehend the entire back end, the infrastructure. Like, and some people, I'm pretty good at it, but like understanding the psychology behind the consumer and setting up like condition triggers. There's so many different things. I could tell you, you live in this city and this is the weather for today. And every single day you could receive an email from me and I could say, hey, George, the weather's looking great in your city, and show them literally like a image source file of their own weather if I wanted to, and then create some upsells underneath it. Like there's so many different things, like, and I'm telling you directly to your city. So that gets complicated, and really I want to talk about like holidays, monetizing that, but all of this to say email marketing is not dead. I'd say it's the most under-leveraged platform that you can utilize. And think about things differently. Think about things from what can I do instead of just focused on conversions. Focus on leads and nurture leads at that. Know who your demographic is, and then create segmented flows to nurture them into becoming a customer. So instead of spending a premium on a one-time customer and that's it, stretch that lifetime value, or get leads for $1, 50 cents, $2, and create offers on the front end and then nurture them on the back end, because the back end is where the money's made. It's not the front end. The days of monetizing at scale through Facebook, Google, and all these other omni-channels, the way that has historically been done is going to become more and more challenging. And if you're not monetizing emails and SMS off platform, you're going to have a very challenging time.
So that leads me to the question is like, if they look at the revenue right now, what percentage should be coming in from emails? Like what's a good number?
You know, it's going to depend on your industry. It's going to depend on, there's so many variables, from what is your average order value, what's your, what time of the year is it? Like my benchmark, I like to hold myself at a very high standard. For context, email and SMS attributes about 50 to 55% of our revenue. Most businesses, I would say 30% if your email marketing is to top line revenue. So if you made $100,000 in a day and $30,000 attributed through email, pretty good. And then break that down even further into segmented flows and campaigns. Campaigns will typically always outperform flows. And it's going to depend on your frequency, your volume. So there's so many different attributes. What I like to do is look at it from like a 2-to-1 ratio, campaigns to flows. If it's higher than that, then you're missing a lot of stuff from a flow perspective. So customer win-backs, non-customer warm-ups, first purchase, second, third purchase, immediate upsells, delivery notifications, anniversaries, birthday emails, polls, all kind of different flows that you can set up that's just missed money. And if you're only sending out campaigns, then you're missing some of the biggest money on the table, which is flows. Yeah. All of that to say 2-to-1 ratio. Campaigns typically would be 2 times what that variable should be of flows. Email marketing holistically, including campaigns and flows, would be 30%. That's what my KPI, my key performance indicator would be for email marketing across a blended channel. If you're not there, you're missing some money on the table for sure. If you're above that, you're above normal. For context, guys, there's so many variables in different industries and where you're at. I can't say, this is where you need to be unless I'm looking at your account.
Got it.
And so 30%, that's a good baseline medium.
Yeah, 30%. So if you're at 5%, 7%, 10%, it's a red flag.
Yeah.
You can probably do something else.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
There's so much money left on the table. So I was telling Jeff, if I don't have time for it personally, but if I were to ever look at things or create an agency, this is what I would do. Mm-hmm. I would provide more value than I even ask and give people a taste of it. I would set up your own email flows for you and do an entire audit, and I would know internally, this is the missed benchmarks, this is how much, and I'm not even going to charge you. That's what I would do. But I would be very picky on who I work with. And then from there, I would say, all right, Colin, I'm only going to charge you a percentage of what I bring to the table in addition to what you're currently doing. That's a win-win. How many people actually do that, though?
Nobody.
I don't know if it exists. And the beautiful thing is, how much money are you spending on email marketing? Barely anything. So that's what I would do. If I was an agency owner, provide value. Literally put your money where your mouth is. I'll give you a taste, and I'm going to take it away. And you try it again. But the beautiful thing is, I'm here to add to it, not take away. So if you're already making this, I don't want to take away from your business. I want to add to it and be a benefit for you. And so that's and the great thing is, I don't know of any agency that does that, but this holiday email course, for instance, is like a done type for you to a degree, where you can set up these 5 different flows. And let's just say 4th of July is coming up, and we set up a major holiday. So there's 2 different flow systems, major and minor. Yeah. We go over that in the course. But major holidays, so that's going to be something that is a completely different flow system to a minor holiday. Minor holiday could be like St. Patrick's Day or Independence Day.
Almost a holiday now every day.
Oh, all the time. You could just create some too. $2 Tuesday, most people think of tacos.
Yeah.
But $2 Tuesdays for us is massive. And I bought the website and started trending it. Every week they come back and thousands of people order. And that's that top of funnel, top of mind strategy that constantly wants them to purchase a product from us even though they don't need it. This isn't popcorn. You're not going to eat it and need it again tomorrow, right? This is steel products. So if I can do this in this industry, this really goes to show pretty much any industry you can get creative with your strategy.
Yeah. Okay. So is there anything that we're missing that you haven't spoken about? Because I already covered the parts that I want to cover, but...
Look, I could do this for days. I love marketing at scale. I love branding. Let me just name a few flows that you should look at, audit your account, and say, okay, do I even have this, right? Email welcome series for new customers. Let's look at a browse abandonment. So those that did not go to their cart, but they actually looked, and we have some type of historic data with them to begin with. Now I'll say this, like next year, when cookies become basically, they won't talk to each other, this flow system won't work as well. But we'll get into that later and how you can bypass it with server-side tracking. So browse abandonment, abandoned cart series, welcome series. We talked about it, but first purchase, immediate upsells, same for second, same for third. So there's like 7 or 8 right there. Customer win backs, those that have placed an order at least once and they haven't placed an order within 90 days. You can send them into a flow sequence. And then you can extend that back to 120 days and then 180. Another one is cross sells. Those that have placed an order and it's within this collection, show them these other items. And so if you know who you're targeting from a consumer standpoint, it makes it really simple to speak to them. If I know that you bought a faith-based product, I'm going to offer you other faith-based products because you purchased that one. So very simple, but cross sells, and it's kind of dynamic. I'd say it's kind of like dynamic abandoning or dynamic cross sells because it's based on the collection category, and then you can use like third-party apps like Nosto, Recharge, Recart, Rebuy. There's a lot of different apps with like AI based on the predictive behavior of your consumer that has deep integrations with Klaviyo. We use Rebuy a good bit. If you look at our Ajax cart on desktop, if you click add to cart, go to Redline Steel, you'll see that it pops out, and then there's like potentially based on what you end up adding to your cart, it'll offer different things, and then at checkout, it'll offer based on the collection of what you added. So that's a great app. Yeah, so those are a few. I could keep going though. Like, I swear to God, I've got hundreds of flows that are set up. Even like, get this, those that have opted out of SMS. And so what you'll do, and this, I do this as like a quarterly reset. I create an export list of those that unsubscribe from our SMS platform. And then I create an inclusion list and an exclusion. So those that opted out, those that are opted in, and then I send those that opted out before a opt-in, basically like it's get them to subscribe again. And so that's through an entire flow sequence. So it's next level, and it's all compliant. Like, I mean, but that's something you have to do manually, where you just export a list and you create an import list of those that are subscribed, and then only send it to those that are remaining of the balance. Mm-hmm. And then you email them, give them some type of offer to subscribe again. Hey, this is a text-only platform thing. Receive this product for 80% off, some type of irresistible offer. But, have it through an SMS play and nurture them from email to SMS. That's the win. That's a great secret, by the way. From email, that should be one of your primary objectives, is to get them to opt in to other things. From email to SMS, from email to your VIP group on Facebook, from email to a subscription. Like literally leveraging it to join your, or to like go to your Instagram as you're doing a contest giveaway. Every time you send an email, understand this, you absolutely should have an objective besides conversion. There's so many people, and it's frustrating for me to even talk about, because you're basically wasting. How many people are going to purchase every time you send out an email? We have like 3 million emails plus. I don't ever send to the entire list, ever. And I don't. They'll all have, it's going to have an objective. If you receive an email from us, you'll see there is a opt-in for our SMS, or like us on Facebook, or join our monthly gift box. Here's $2 Tuesday. This is what it looks like. And it's a flow within a flow. It's constant, and it's evergreen. It's always, and so think about things from primary objectives and secondaries, and leverage the data that you have. Like, instead of focusing just on acquisition and getting new customers at scale, focus on the people that you currently have. That can go a long ways. So if you're not building out that customer ascension model, you're losing. Like, You loser. Don't be a loser.
Let's
I
make
want
some
you to
money.
win.
Let's make some money.
Let's make some money.
Yeah.
Let's go.
No, this has been great. I think it targets both people, like people that are starting off, get this introduction to what's possible with email marketing. And even though it might seem like email marketing is from the past, but it's actually one of the most powerful and the most affordable to actually move the needle for your business. And if you're stuck at a certain revenue point from year after year after year, this is something that you should look at. And the second thing is, if you're already advanced and you think you have mastered this, I invite you to check out the course, because you're going to learn something from the master himself. Guarantee it. I've seen so many people that are part of the mastermind.
Yeah, can we add that clip from your
Luke?
friend? Yeah, Luke.
Luke. Yeah, I'm going to add that clip from Luke. Roland, make sure you add it here.
So I wanted to learn from Colin really what the best strategy was for relaunching a company in Q4 with huge gifting season. It's the highest amount of volume that in e-commerce, as they see in conversions. So I wanted to figure out what the best strategy was relaunching Q4, what kind of ingredients are supposed to be on, the highest optimized landing page, and then how you can then create a longer customer lifetime value out of the already customers that you have, and generate further sales in the ecosystem of the company. The big key takeaway for myself was really how to generate more sales from my already existing email database, and to kind of repurpose the content that I'm sending them through different segments, and really getting more granular with my targeting. What I do have to say is that I will be definitely having a conversation with my business partners or any of my colleagues that are on the fence about really kind of learning from Colin. And the best way to start, I would say, is like jump on. He's got a new YouTube show. Jump onto that YouTube show. He's just spitting absolute fire the entire time, and you're going to take away a lot of value just from those very short conversations.
But at the end of the day, it's about you being able to make also better decisions business-wise. What offers can you make before Black Friday, so you can make different offers on Black Friday? And it's a whole ecosystem that you're going to be able to just master. That's it. That's at the bottom line. Master it, and being able to really understand how you can move the needle, not only generate more revenue, but also provide more value for your customers.
Yep. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. So it is speaking to the end consumer in mind. It's not about me as a business owner, it's about them. That's it. When you understand that value is substantially higher, and you can speak to Nancy as if you know her. Wow. Yeah. It's a game changer when you utilize it correctly and understand those main things. Your primary consumer in mind, knowing when they purchased, how long ago was it when they purchased, are they opening, are they clicking, what's their engagement behavior, and then nurturing them into, warming them up into another major holiday. And just because it's Black Friday week, guys, there's holidays every single month. Like every major holiday, there's a major holiday around the world every single month. And every week, there's some very well-known minor holidays that you can take advantage of as well. And the beautiful thing, like I mentioned, is if you set it up once correctly, I'll take you step by step, then all you have to do is clone, and literally every single time it's that time of the year or a major holiday, clone, repeat, change the segmented audience. The audience remains the same, and all you're doing is changing the actual content within the email flow. So the entire wireframe remains the same. So you build it out. The audience, because it's segmented, constantly changes. And then whatever the offer is in the creative, that's the only thing you have to worry about. And this is where you can get ahead. So instead of scrambling at the last minute, oh shit, it's Black Friday, what should we do? Let's just do a buy one, get one, 50% off site-wide. Woo! Like that's what everybody does. Like it's the same boring shit. Why not? It's there's so much more
so much you can
left
do
on the table. And it should be also based on, like, imagine this. I'm gonna leave you with this. Imagine this, you place an order on Black Friday, and in the afternoon, you receive another email with a better offer. How's that gonna make you feel? Is that going to piss you off? It would piss me off.
It pissed me off. I've actually gone on that before. I literally just purchased.
Yeah.
I literally purchased it, and then like a day later, I got it for half what I purchased it for. I'm like, what? Should have just waited a day.
Horrible user experience. So the beautiful thing about this is it stops that entire thing because it's based on the consumer's behavior. If they purchase, they're not going to receive the second, third, fourth email during that major holiday. So Black Friday is one day. Then you have Black Friday Extended, right? I put Black Friday and Black Friday Extended into two separate categories, and then Cyber Monday is its own flow, and then Cyber Monday Extended. So really it's four segmented flows based on whatever they did. Because I know Black Friday is going to have an offer, Cyber Monday is going to have a different offer, typically. And I think people, consumer-wise, they're used to seeing a different type of restructured deal. So if they bought on Friday and then they buy on Monday, that's fine. They're going through a separate flow. The worst thing that I want to do is I don't want them to receive an email as a campaign, like most people do. And then as soon as they place their order, they end up receiving another email with a better offer. That's the worst thing. Worst user experience you could have. And so eliminating it, this solves the problem.
Yeah.
Massive problem solver.
So just ballpark figure, and then we don't have to share this if you don't want to, but like, hey, how much revenue have you generated just from using email marketing?
I don't know, but I mean, it's 8 figures a year. So, I mean, it's a lot.
In the millions. Millions and
Tens of
millions.
millions.
Tens of millions.
Tens of millions.
Yes. So there you go.
Yeah.
And that allows you to, it's a compounding effect because you generate more revenue, you can scale your company faster. It's like, just speeds up everything.
Yeah, it feeds the ecosystem at the end of the day, because it's like, to acquire the right customer, it becomes more expensive year over year. So leveraging these tools and assets that have the cheapest rate of return, or the highest rate of return, but the cheapest yielded marketing cost, that's the best there is. So if I can leverage that and do even more, and every year I continuously learn. Like that's one thing, guys, that I'll leave you with as well. Leave your ego at the door. I'm always learning shit. That's why like continued education for me, my mastermind is very important to me, even if from a revenue standpoint, if I'm the highest in the room, that's okay. Man, I'm going to learn from all kind of people. I'm going to learn from Sean Madsen, from Braven. I'm going to learn from Ben. I'm going to learn from Mike Zeller. There's so many people. I'm going to learn from Jeff. Like there's so many different things that I can utilize and put into my business. And even if Ben is selling truck parts and lift kits, and he has this one nugget, and I can apply it to my business, and even though mine's completely different, there's always takeaways. So no matter where you're at, you could be a 9-figure business. I guarantee you there's something that you're probably not implementing that we probably are, and vice versa. I would love to hear more strategies from you guys. Comment below. I'm always eager to learn. Mm-hmm. And I would encourage you to do the same. Like, this is how you get better.
All right. For those that have watched to the end, can we give them a discount on the course if they want to take it?
No.
No discounts?
No. Here's the thing. That's funny. That wasn't planned. But no, I don't believe in. So this is the thing, guys. Like, we've generated millions of dollars from email marketing and using this exact same thing. Our price structure is based on a beyond market value cap. My thing is like, if you can't get your money back of what you spend into this, you didn't need to buy it to begin with. If you implement this, then you should see a massive multiple return. And this isn't like a $10,000 course, $20,000 course. And the prices are gonna constantly change. So I'm not gonna say what it is, because next year, if you're still watching this video, it could change. And so the thing is like, I value me. I value Jeff. I value Roland. I value David. There's a lot of people that put a lot into creating these courses. And so for me, I'm not here to devalue myself. If I could say this, if you apply it to your business, you're gonna see a high yield of return. And if you don't, you shouldn't have bought it. or leverage it and go and make your money off of building it for someone else. One way or the other, it's already extremely cheap for what the return is.
For the return is correct. All right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fair enough. All right, guys, let's go make some money.
Make some money. Turn up.
Turn up.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your friends. And every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, a new episode drops. Also, you can be on the show. If you go to invite.millionairecreator.com, you can apply. It's free, and you may have a chance to be on the show with me, Colin with Colin. Be sure to share this video, and if you do, we may reshare your post. Also, if you enjoy entrepreneurship just like I do, I would encourage you to go to our new website, millionairecreator.com. We have some incredible products from steel merchandise, canvas, apparel, and education, courses, ebooks, and physical books. So guys, millionairecreator.com, check it out for yourself. I know you'll love it, especially for all of those entrepreneurs out there. Think of me as a recruiter, and I'm building an army of millionaires in this Millionaire Creator journey. I'm Colin Wayne, your instructor from Millionaire Creator, and someone that has been to war, that's battle tested, bootstrapping my business to over 150,000 square feet, and the fastest growing company in the state of Alabama. For the first time ever, I'm here to reveal my tactics and strategies that work in today's state, not something that worked years ago. Boot camp starts today. Stop wasting time. Click that link.
Boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, quitting was never an option. Exhausted,